Hello, Miss Simon here, checking in for your Module 8 unit overview. Module 8 is called Geometry, so if you could probably figure it out, it's about geometry. We're going to be discussing the two-dimensional objects. We're going to start with our angles. Of course, you've got your right, your acute and obtuse, and your straight angles. Probably familiar with those. Then we're going to add in complementary and supplementary angles. And those are relationships with angles that when they combine, their sum is a total of either 90 degrees or 180 degrees. Once we've worked with angles, we're then going to take those angles and move on to polygons. Polygons being our closed figures, straight sides. We're going to talk about quadrilaterals, specifically quad meaning four, lateral meaning side, so our four-sided shapes such as squares, rectangles, parallelograms, and trapezoids, and rhombus. Those are going to be our main quadrilaterals that we discuss. We're also going to be talking about triangles. Tri meaning three, angles obviously meaning angles. So triangles are three angled objects. We're also going to include circles into this unit. So we're going to talk about our characteristics and qualifications of being our different quadrilaterals. After we've got that covered, we're then going to take our angles and our polygons and apply that to area and perimeter. But this isn't going to be our basic area and perimeter that you are used to doing and have done before. Perimeter, of course, being the distance around an object, area being the space inside of the object. What we're going to be doing is we're going to kind of be working our way backwards in some cases where maybe you're given the area and the length of an object and you have to calculate width. And in those instances, you're going to have to apply those algebra skills that you've already learned from earlier module. Maybe you're going to be given the perimeter and the length of one side of your quadrilateral, and you have to calculate the length of all the other sides of that quadrilateral. So those are going to be our types of area and perimeter questions. We're also going to get into complex shapes, which are shapes that are made up of two or more triangles or polygons, quadrilaterals in this case. Maybe you have a triangle sitting on top of a square. We'll be calculating the area and the perimeter of those. So we're going to be applying area to two-step or multi-step questions. We're also going to have questions where you have to calculate the shaded region. Maybe you have a box and there's a circle cut out of the middle, and on the corners are the shaded region, and we're going to figure out how are we going to figure out the area of that shaded region. So this is really important stuff. We're going to be kicking up a notch what you've already learned with area and perimeter in previous school years. We're going to be applying what you've learned about algebra into this unit, and this is really going to help be our foundation into the next unit when we get into three-dimensional or 3D shapes. So get ready, we're going to rock this unit.